Orbital Conflict is a 2 to 4 player space battle card game. Now let's do a quick setup and then go to gameplay. The game has 2 decks of cards, investor cards and station cards. Shuffle both decks and deal each player 5 station cards and put the deck in the middle of the table. The investor deck will also go in the center of the table as well. The game is played in rounds of 3 phases each: draw phase, main phase, and combat phase. Now during the draw phase, each player will draw 2 station cards and reveal 2 investors face up in front of them. On the station cards, the green icons are the resources you get if you have their requirement in red. The yellow is the attack value and the blue is the defense value. The purple diamond is the victory points given by the card. Once everyone has drawn 2 stations and 2 investors, we move on to phase 2, the main phase. Here you can place station cards onto your station, which is the area in front of you. You will make modules by adding cards to your station like so. You can play your cards face down, giving you 1 energy. You can play any card that has at least 1 shield icon on it, and you can play cards as upgrades behind your station card or on top of it like so. You decide how to play your cards and how to build your modules on your station. However, you can't play cards that will total more than 2 victory points in 1 turn. Also, you should keep track of your investors and what they are asking for, since these are how you get your victory points. You also need to keep track of the requirements of each module that might require energy, crew members, ships, or exploration. All your modules are connected to your station, so they all share the resources. However, if a module runs out of resources needed to run, they must be deactivated by turning them sideways. Also, some cards will have white text boxes which offer you special ability, and other cards with the black text boxes can be used as one-shot abilities, and then the card is discarded from your hand. Now during this phase, if you have enough to complete an investor card, you can do so, but only one of the available ones in front of you. If you do, the others are discarded. You can only have 3 investors at a time, so if you get a 4th, you must add it to your completed one from the left or right side like so, and discard the other ones that we pushed out. Furthermore, you can do this for an opponent instead. You will decide which investor they take and which side they will come in, pushing out their best investor. Once all players have done their main phase of playing cards and getting investors, we move to the final phase, combat. Combat is straightforward. You can use cards that have black text boxes to trigger attacks from one module you control to target opponents. You can also simply announce which modules you have with attack values and declare which opponent module you're attacking. If your attack is equal to or higher than the defense total, it's a hit. The defender module will lose extension cards from the back of the module equal to the value of the attack. The game end is triggered when the deck runs out of cards at the end of the main phase of that round. Players will count how many victory points they have with their investor cards, plus the cards in their active modules. Inactive modules will not give you any victory points, and the player with the most points wins the Orbital Conflict. Orbital Conflict is a small game which makes it travel friendly, yet it offers so much tactics and strategy during the game that you feel like you're playing a full-blown sci-fi space game. The card module building and hand management aspect of the game gives you a nice replay value, as every turn can put you on a new strategy track depending on how the round is unfolding. Giving another player a victory point investor while removing their 5 stars is such a satisfying feeling, which is great for people who love the take that type of games. You really need to pay attention to other player stations, as one attack on them on a specific target can deactivate the entire module, and the same can happen to you. The abilities on the cards are also there to increase choices and tactics, as is the ability to play cards face down if they are useless in any other form. The artwork is okay and works with the theme, but it would have been cool to have some nicer logos for each investor. Production quality is good and the rulebook is well written with lots of examples. If you're looking for a small game with lots of strategy and decision making set in space, look no further than Orbital Conflict. Subscribe now to our channel to stay in the loop. If you like our work, help us continue by sharing the channel to your gaming group. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.